Hey guys, welcome to Freedom at a Budget. I am Kelly and it is Dumbing Down Friday where I answer your questions. So I have some really great questions here from you guys that I have written down and I'm so excited. These are some good ones. So if you have a question for me or a money win, please leave it down below in the comments and I will be able to add it to the list for an upcoming Dumbing Down Friday. And you guys, your questions is what keeps these videos going. So please ask your questions down below and just learn from each other and grow from each other. Correspond in the comments together. I've seen so many cool friendships develop of you guys interacting with each other in the comments and I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. So we are gonna jump right in. First one is from Sarah and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce her last name. So Sarah. She says, hi Kelly, one question regarding your sinking funds. Considering your income, would you not be able to cash flow some of those expenses that are not high amounts that are used somewhat regularly, such as clothing and haircuts, and therefore the sinking funds don't really add up over time? That is a good question, and I've kind of gone back and forth with that of just kind of cash flowing things. You guys see my miscellaneous expenses line item in the budget, so just kind of cash flowing it or sinking funds. I don't know, that is, to be honest, that's something I'm really torn with. Maybe I'll try for 6 months of taking out those sinking funds and just cash flowing them, but I do just like having that money allocated so when we need it, it's there. But like you said, we do have, you know, the income now where we can just cash flow them. So you know what, maybe October I will start not adding to the sinking funds, maybe just having them and just kind of finishing them out and then cash flowing things. So we'll see what we're gonna do. But great question. It can go either way, to be honest. Next one is from Jasmine Flores and she says, just wondering why you don't use the snowball method for saving things. Example, you want most things first and least important last, and saving for that one category at a time instead of all the little amounts. I think it make you just as pumped for paying off debt. I don't know if that makes sense. So what she's saying is not to do sinking funds kind of the way that I'm doing them, but do the snowball method on the sinking funds. So for instance, putting all of your efforts towards one item and then once that is done, cash flow, go to the next item, go to the next item. So rather than putting all the little amounts into like laptop and iPhone repair and different things like that, putting all of the efforts into my new car, and then once a new car, then putting it all into different things. Now, I can totally see that, but for me, it doesn't really make sense because we have so many long-term goals as well. It's not like we're just doing short term. So for instance, vacation funds. Vacation is something that is very ongoing. And once we finish funding one vacation, we start saving for the next vacation because we want to travel. We want to spend time together and travel, especially before we have kids. Then another big ongoing one is phone repair. So phone repair is something that we're actually going to be using this month and getting new phones. We've been saving for almost a year for getting new phones and paying $80 a month. Well, with the new iPhones coming out, we talked about it and we decided that we're going to sell our old ones. We'll get like $220 each for them, and then we can buy the new iPhone, which will be really cool and just an upgrade, and I can use it for my channel and it'll just be so many different uses. So that's another one that we just like to continually add to, and then once we buy the new phones, then we're going to still save for the next one because in a year or two I want to upgrade again because technology, that's how it works. When it breaks and new things come out. And then also with the down payment, you know, that's another thing of, yeah, we could put all of our efforts into it, but we're not going to be ready for a couple years. And also, where's the market going to be? You know, we want to make sure that we're paying attention to that. Where is location we want to build? Is there going to be places that we can, lots available that we can build on? And there's so many different aspects of it, of where we're going to be in life and where all of that. So I don't know, like the previous question, we can maybe slash some of our sinking funds and then we can have more money to put towards it. But that's a good one. It can go either way, like I said with the previous question, but great question. Next one is from Lona, and she says, so do you think it's okay to treat yourself to gifts, like maybe a purse or a shirt that you really want, or a mini weekend vacation once in a blue moon if you were trying to pay off some credit card debt. I'm still paying off a credit card, but still feel like I work hard and deserve to get myself a gift once in a while. However, I still want to pay off the debts fast. Absolutely. I really think so. And I really think that if you are paying off debt long term, now if you're, sorry, my nose is still a little stuffy from the cold, so if I'm sniffling, that's what it is. Or sound a little nasally. Bear with me. If you are paying off credit cards and it's going to take you 6 months to a year to pay them off, maybe not as much. Now, if you have a nice chunk of debt and it's going to take you a couple of years, then I think so. I think it's totally okay to reward yourself, to buy little things along the way, not things that would slow you down too much. But you also don't want to get burned out, and you don't want to go pedal to the metal for 6 months and then be like, you know what? Screw it, I'm done, I can't do this anymore, and just go on a spending spree rampage and stop paying off your debt. You don't want that. So you want to do just enough to keep you going and keep you motivated. Budget Girl, what she does is milestones. So she did it, I think, every $5,000. So depending on how much you have, maybe every $1,000 or $500 or $5,000. Of when you reach that milestone of treating yourself to something, taking a little trip. So that way when you do it, it's something you're working towards. And you're like, all right, when I get to this amount, then I'm going to do it. When I get to this amount, then I'm going to do it. Rather than, yeah, I think I deserve it. And then next month, yeah, I think I deserve something else. Okay, I want something else. And just really using it to be a motivator to push yourself. I love those little challenges. I love, even with weight loss, with all aspects of life, of just being able to go a little bit more. And even with running, I have music ADD so bad, and this is a weird analogy, but my music ADD, I will get sick of a song halfway through and I'm like, all right, I want to change it. Driving in the car is so crazy with me. So sometimes what I'll do with running is I'll be like, all right, Kelly, you're not going to change the song until you get to the next mile, or until you reach 2 minutes, or until you reach 10 minutes, or whatever it is. So that way it pushes me. And the reward for getting to the next mile or getting to the next goal is changing the song. So just using that as a different way of motivating yourself. So I hope that helps. Next question is from Dreams into Plans. So that's a really, really cool channel name. And it says, I know you keep all your sinking funds in one account. Do you get a bigger interest rate having a higher balance in one versus spreading it out, or is it just a personal preference? So it is, sorry, I had to get some water. It is totally a personal preference. I've done the math, and it honestly doesn't make a big difference. It doesn't make a difference at all. 1% is 1%, whether it's spread out or whether it's all together. And it's going to have the same compound interest. I personally like it together because then I can see more of a chunk. And I am just more of an Excel person. So to me, it's more work to go into the different accounts. Be like, okay, I'm transferring $50 to this account, $20 to this one, $100 to this one, $200 to this one. And going through all those individually versus just keeping it in Excel, and I can just change the cells around. And I had the one lump sum, and as long as that lump sum matches what's in my checking account and my savings account, then I'm good to go. And I personally just prefer it all in one. I just stay better organized that way personally. But whatever works best for you, it's going to be the same exact way with interest. Okay, last question, and then a really good money win is from Gabrielle May. And she says, hi, a few questions for your sinking ones. This is the last sinking one question, so this is great. Where do you keep track of money? In envelopes? Also, when you guys go to eat together, which fund does that come out of? So, our sinking funds, we don't keep them in envelopes. I tried that in the very, very beginning when I first learned about Dave Ramsey, and I was so excited to start the cash envelope system and everything that I made envelopes for vacation, I made envelopes for everything. And I was like, okay, this is, excuse me. I was like, this is a lot. And yeah, this is not going to work. So now I just have my cash envelopes. You guys see my stuff in my cash envelopes videos. So I have those, and then everything else I just keep in Excel, and I keep in a savings account. For going out to eat, it depends. Sometimes it comes out of my eating out budget. Sometimes it comes out of Jamie's eating out budget. If we're on vacation, then it will come out of the vacation fund, regardless of if we have money in our eating out budgets. I just like it all the vacation fund stuff together. But it really just depends on, you know, how the month is going. I typically don't eat out as much, so when we do, then it'll come out of mine just because I have the money in there. And I think that was all of it. Where do you keep track of money? So everything is kept tracked in Excel. Excel, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, you guys ready? The money win is my girl, Debt-Free Hopeful. And she said, goodbye, student loans. I just paid them off and I'm on day 18 of no spend. The snowball is rolling. That is so exciting. Congratulations to be student loan debt free. Oh, I remember when I got rid of Snail Mail, it was fun. We went out and celebrated, and that was when we became debt free. Jamie and I actually did it live. We did a live payoff, which was so much fun. So that is the money wins. Debt-Free Hopeful, I am so proud of you. That is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, guys, leave your questions down below. Leave your money wins down below. I would love to hear from you guys. All right, I will talk to you later. Bye.